Hello again. A little bit different video this time. I'm usually doing upholstery videos, tips and tricks, and tool reviews on stuff like that. If you have any interest in upholstery tips, check out my channel. There's a playlist for all of that stuff. Well, this video, probably a series that I'm going to do. I'm in my garage. Usually I'm in my workshop in the back. This is my personal boat. It's my small boat. This is a 96 Sunbird Spirit 170 that I'm looking to redo the floor in. I do apologize. I wanted to start this video series when I was really starting it, and I don't know what happened last week. I guess I forgot to hit play, or there was something wrong that I don't have any footage of that, me ripping the seats and the carpet out and literally starting this. So here's the second day that I am able to work on this, and I've obviously already ripped out the carpet, and you can see a little hole over there where I've already started to cut up the wood. The center section that still has the carpet in it is the section that goes over the fuel tank. It is loose. I'm just using it to stand on so I don't stand on and damage the fuel tank as I'm cutting out the rest of this. So obviously, this being a 96, it has the carpet in there. The floor is pretty rotten, and it's just pretty much rotten right around the fuel tank, up into the helms, and then down the sides. It isn't too bad, but I'm going to be cutting it out, the majority of it anyway, just to kind of get a new flooring and make sure everything's good going back with it. So when I started cutting out the floor, I just took a section over here, and when I went to peel it up, pretty much the top layer of the fiberglass came out. The bottom layers are, I guess, pretty well stuck down to the hull of the stringers or whatever's underneath there. So I've seen people taking chisels and hammers and stuff and getting, just pretty much chipping away at this. I ended up buying one of these. It's a scraper for an SDS, and I do have a an SDS hammer drill. So when I get to that point, hopefully that will be a lot easier. Well, that's just the theory anyway. What I'm using to cut out the plywood anyway, I do have a multi-tool. It's got kind of a circular blade on there. The teeth are pretty fine. I was kind of hoping I could get one that had a little bit more coarse teeth, but I don't, and it does actually cut pretty well. And I guess you should say, from the beginning of this, I have no experience in this type of a job with fiberglass. Maybe some small fabrication things, making some odds and ends, but nothing on this scale. And just like everybody else, YouTube University has been a big help in giving me the confidence and the know-how to at least try to do this. And as far as those people on YouTube, Boatworks Today, Andy has been a really good, person to watch. If you have any questions, check out his channel to get some information on the fiberglass. He's a really good wealth of information in his videos that he does. Let's get the rest of this floor cut out. I do know that this is probably the slowest approach to cutting this thing. I see a lot of people that use a circular saw to cut that out, you know, or even a sawzall. I'm just not that good with them, and I don't want to cut through any more than I have to, based on kind of, you know, like, I still don't know really what I'm doing yet. So I'd rather take my time with this, just kind of go a little bit slow. I do feel more comfortable with this. Obviously, if you guys are doing this, you know, whatever you guys want to do is up to you, but I just feel comfortable with the multi-tool and just going a little bit at a time. Okay, so this is the port side of the boat that I just cut out, and I have to say that thing there, that hammer drill with the scraper on it, when you get to that last, you know, section of plywood to scrape that thing off, that is it right there. That's if you guys do this for a living, invest in one of them things. Because I've seen people with the hammer and the chisel, and I mean, maybe they're in a, you know, in a situation where it's much more rotted than this one, but that is that. I mean, that gets it. I mean, it's nice and smooth. I don't know how smooth I need it to be, but I will probably sand that down a little bit. But I want to ask you all a question. So on this boat, and I don't know if this is factory or not, but there is this black piece that runs kind of, you know, up by the helm, and it runs all the way to pretty much right back there in the corner. And my problem is that, you know, I'm still getting some of this, what feels like it's rotten a little bit. So I would like to cut this out, but I don't know what this is. Is that something that I need to put back in there? And I mean, it looks like a, you know, a 1x4, maybe a 1x6 is kind of tapered down, and the carpet was just glued right over it. It kind of made like the carpet would go flat, and it kind of made like this little hump, and then it would go up the side over here. And I never knew what that was, and now obviously when I rip the carpet out, I see what that is. But is that something that I need to put back? Is this, you know, because it doesn't go all the way to the front. It ends right there, and then there's nothing in the bow. And it's the same on the other side. Let me get this hose on, right? It's the same, you know, it starts about there, and you can see the squiggly line of the glue, and it goes pretty much to right there. I mean, is that a something that I need to, you know, put back in there? I'd like to cut this thing out of there, and just, you know, bring the new wood all the way pretty much close to the edge. And you can see, and this is about a good inch of a lip right there. And then on the back side, it's kind of like a little valley before it starts to go up the sidewall. But put it down in the comments, let me know if that's something, I mean, obviously it's structural, but I didn't put it in there, if that's something that somebody modified this because they didn't want to, cut out the whole floor, and they just did, like I said, before, it looks like they've done these sections. Let me get those out of the way. As you can see right there, it looks like there's a seam, and I mean, this seam is not flat. There's a good 1/4 inch, kind of bubbles up over there, and you can see where it kind of comes down there, and it goes right across just before the ski locker. It kind of comes right into here is where it looks like there's a seam. And that's something, again, factory, that I need to put back in there, but I'd like to cut that out. But put it down in the comments. Okay, so that's pretty much enough that I have time for today. I will probably cut out this other section over here off camera. I kind of understand what I'm getting into now, and I won't bore you guys too much with that, and it's pretty much the same process, just cutting this other side out of there. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.